the whole Cronus crew came with us down to the med lab, right?
They can if you would like them all to, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Keep everyone together.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like the corporate agent Clayton and the medic Flynn are kind of like leading you guys there. It seems like they're kind of leading this. And they head up in there, and within the med lab, you see that there are two older generation, what are called med pods. If you've ever seen the movie Prometheus, they had them in that. Basically, it performs like minor surgeries and stuff like you can actually program them to remove your appendix if it's ruptured and things like that. You know, you can do like minor surgeries of that nature with those. One of its plexiglass tubes is like splintered and shattered, as it looks something broke out of it. The other is sealed. But from within, you can see that the entire part of the inner plexiglass is covered with thick, dried blood, preventing you from being able to see inside. There is another row of large specimen jars. Floating within two of them are two small, what looks to be alien creatures. They look familiar to the one that popped out of the scientist. On the far shelf is a similar specimen jar without liquid, containing some small, like, fungal things. It looks like just like blackened mushrooms or something like that. But other than that, it looks like kind of like if you went to like a pet store and you saw like a lizard or a iguana cage or a python cage, and it had like a little piece of wood and just a little bit of grass at the bottom of it, and it has these like little fungal things in it. At that point, on the desk next to what looks to be some kind of open metallic urn, there are these 4 organic-looking glass vials, which inside they look to be some kind of black liquid within them. The 4th is cracked open and empty. So there's like 3 vials that are filled with liquid, and the other one is like cracked and completely empty.
Where are these vaccines at?
Oh, it's Medic Flynn's like, oh, they're right over here. They're in this case under the desk. I'll get them right away. And he heads over towards the desk and gets this kind of what looks to be like, you know, like a metal briefcase sort of thing, and he plops it up on the desk and starts typing in some codes on the side of it, and it starts to beep and opens up. And it looks like there are 6 syringes inside that are full of this vaccine. And he starts to kind of like get them out. This is gonna save us all. And he starts kind of like, he hands one to you, Captain Miller. What are the rest of you doing?
Picking up that little black vial and just sort of shaking it and looking at it.
Okay, you start to shake the vial.
And just sort of, you said it's got like a black liquid in it, so just sort of, like not violently, but sort of like twist it, you know, see what the viscosity of the liquid is.
It's kind of like almost like the liquid in a lava lamp, kind of, as you're moving it around, just like.
Okay.
Just kind of imagine that.
Wilson, it sort of seems like you're interested in the wrong thing right now.
Isn't this what and points at the captain. Isn't this what he pulled out of the scientist and said it was vaccine?
I think that's the syringe over here, one of the pointy ones. I'll grab one and like hand it to
you. Okay.
That's right here.
Take from and look at the doctor. And where does this go?
I think that goes back right where you found it, and we just leave that there, and we.
There he goes to put the syringe. I'm talking about the syringe.
Oh, it goes in your arm. Like
in
this.
My arm, in my buttock. It's going to sort of undo the his atmospheric suit. I'll push it down a little bit, jab it into his arm, pull the suit back up.
So Wilson goes ahead and takes the vaccine. Miller injecting the vaccine.
Yep.
Okay, and the Flynn just goes and passes out to everybody else who is there, which would be Rye?
Nobody.
No, nobody. Yeah. So you guys go ahead and join those in. Okay, Flynn looks at, okay, well, we'll keep these safe for the others. And he closes and hits a couple buttons and locks it up.
Apparently we lost Rye somewhere along the way.
I may, and I'm going to look at Flynn. Perhaps share the code in case something happens to you. That we can still save our traveling companions.
Cutscene to Davis and Com. You're gathering tools. Davis, you're kind of like pointing, oh yeah, we'll definitely need that. Com, you're like, oh yeah, I know. You guys have the expertise to be able to do this together.
And we have things to carry with, right? Like we're grabbing a bunch of tools. So we can find some sort of.
Yeah, there's kind of carrying. There's also like you could. There's also like a hovering tray that you could like throw stuff on and like push it through halls and things like that.
Got it.
You guys are gathering up that, putting those things on there. Both of you, do me a favor, make an observation roll for me.
Got it. Observations where?
I have 1 success.
Got it.
1 success.
I have so many panics.
Oh! 2 successes though.
Go ahead and make a panic roll for me, Colin.
Yeah, here we go. Oh man. Well, I have a lot of panic.
That's not the insta-fail kind. So.
That's the tremble one. So you start to tremble. Agility is -2 until the end of your panic. And that's all that really does. So you just have a -2 modification on all agility. As you hear what sounds like a sound coming from the corner of the room that you're in from up above, it sounded like something moved through the air duct and skittered away.
Because if I'm looking at this map correctly, like there's like visibility up to layer 3 from the bay, isn't there? Or
C is open. There's catwalks that are open
Yeah.
C that open to deck D. So like
Yeah.
above us.
Yeah.
Right. So you said air duct, not the catwalk though.
Not the catwalk. Do you see the dotted lines that go around all the rooms?
Yes.
Those are the air ducts.
Okay.
Oh. I was wondering what those were. Okay.
Oh boy, yeah. No, I'm gonna start padding, looking for my my pill bottle, and not find it.
Take a point of stress. You don't have it.
Oh, yes. Oh no.
I'm gonna take.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise here?
I did.
Okay,
And I'd like to talk to you about the calming presence of Jesus.
Yeah. Look, if I can chew it or snort it, I'll take it. Otherwise, it's not going to help right now.
Okay. But I'm gonna pull out my rosary and I'm gonna do a de-stress with my rosary.
Okay. You got it.
and say, look at how this is helping me.
Yeah. Look, let's just get this ship back on the road.
Okay. And and I don't know when I de-stress, but I guess I will push the floating cart and it's still shaking even though it's floating. You're
pushing it over to, I believe there is an elevator access that you can push it to. There's 2 elevator accesses down there.
Left and right side.
Left and right, yeah.
And you're Com, you're kind of pushing. Is Davis with you, or you guys following together? I imagine you probably got some tools.
Oh, we're sticking together. We're staying together, yeah.
After you get kind of like about, I'm gonna move Com. I'm gonna move your token to about right here. I don't know where Davis's token is, but as you guys get to this point, bursting out of this.
I don't like bursting an alien.
Bursting out of this air shaft that's over to the right is a much larger, probably about the size of a person, version of that little small creature that you guys saw pop out of the head. Is this It's not the xenomorph from, like, it's not like the blackened one. It's, if you've ever seen the movie Alien Covenant, it's the white translucent looking ones. They're called neomorphs. This one looks full grown, and it busts out of the air shaft towards you guys. So at this point, I'm going to give you guys an initiative card.
Okay.
As this is happening down here, with Rye currently hacking into a safe, and the others milling about giving each other vaccines in the med bay. So this is going to Davis. So here's your initiative, Davis. And
Oh boy.
Calm, there's your initiative.
All right.
And let me double check this one, because the way aliens work in this game is their speed is a little bit quicker. Because sometimes it allows them to act more than once
Oh, I didn't click
in a turn.
token. Also, I don't know if you have turn order up.
Oh yeah, let me pull it up. There we go.
There.
Ooh, Leah Davis with a 10. Uh-oh. See what I draw. A 3 and a 9. Oh! Calm goes first. Look at this.
Yeah, unfortunately, Com's only got the shotgun, which, as I was reading it, is not great with armor. It says common armor doubled.
Yeah, it's because it's like a burst weapon.
It's a scanner shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am. Can we, like? Is it between us and the elevator, or?
I will show you exactly where it is when I find my token for it.
Okay.
And I will put it right next to you where it burst out of, which is right layer token. There it is. Do you see it next to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is it.
I very much have a Call of Cthulhu feel with this, which is do not fight when you can run. I think taking a shot is take a shot, draw a weapon. Taking a shot is a long action.
Yeah, and what I would say for this, if you wanted to take a shot, like, you probably had your shotgun slung over your shoulder as you were pushing this cart.
I would only be able to draw it.
You'd only be able to draw it and fire, if that's what you were going to do.
I'm going to abandon my cart, I'm going to draw, and I'm going to run.
Okay.
And I don't know how far I can run, but I'm going to run towards the elevator.
The way running works is you can move one zone. So the map, if you look at it kind of... Do you see the dots on the air shafts? It's kind of like every, 6 squares of map is like a zone, so to speak.
Okay.
It varies from place to place, but they try to make it about that depending on what the... It's narrative movement, you know?
Yeah, it's like Marvel superheroes, actually. That's how that worked, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna retcon that.
You can get into the elevator with your movement.
Yeah, Mike. I'm gonna retcon that because my character wouldn't do that.
Okay.
My character is all about keeping everybody else alive. So I'm going to shove Leia behind me and draw my weapon, and I will move as much as I'm allowed to move, still with those actions, towards the elevator. But I will keep myself between the xenomorph or the neomorph and Leah Davis.
Okay. You got it. So you've drawn your weapon, and I would say, you just basically transferred firing to just kind of protecting Davis.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get eaten, but that's what I would do. Yep.
Okay, on initiative count 3, the neomorph gets to act. So they do have a significant amount of speed and mobility. So basically, it's going to use its first fast action to basically move right into engage range with you, Calm, as you're guarding and protecting. And is then going to use one of its attacks. Now, the way bad guys work is I roll a d6, and it does that attack. And I have to roll whatever it tells me to roll. So I'm gonna roll this d6 and see. Or would you like to? Let's have
It takes all the agency off the DM. I didn't do it. The dice
the
did
dice
it.
did it. Why don't you roll the dice too? I'm gonna allow you to roll
Go.
it. Go for it.
All
Roll
right,
1d6
one-
and let's see what the
1d6.
number is. Yeah, run 1d6.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. Okay. So the neomorph, as it approaches you, starts to pivot, and it moves its tail rapidly towards you as it does its tail slash attack. So,
Okay.
I have to use 10 base dice.
Oh, that seems like I'll survive. Yeah.
And the attack is considered armor piercing.
I don't think I am.
Ooh, so that's 2 successes. You have, you currently wearing your suit, right?
Yeah, the compression, but I didn't think it had an armor rating.
It does. It has a 2 armor rating, so you can
Oh,
roll
okay.
1d6 to try to stop one of these. Because armor piercing means your armor is in half. Unfortunately, that's not a 6, so that's not going to
Okay.
cut it. So it has 2. So so it has 2. So the base damage is 2 plus an additional 1. So you take 3 wounds from this tail slash. It
Okay, and
gouges.
so just subtract that from my health. I'm
Subtract
assuming.
that from your health. Yep.
That's not great. Okay.
And that's what it does with its first initiative turn, bringing us to initiative 9, which is also the neomorph. So it's just going to continue to assail you. So go ahead and roll another d6 for me.
Okay.
Oh, you're rolling so good. You're rolling so good. These are good rolls.
Yeah. Feel good. They
That-
feel like a hug.
Seeing, oh, and also because of that attack, take a point of stress.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you've got a neomorph in your face, and now it leans close to you, and now all this like running oozy liquid is like leaking off of its face as it smiles and hisses towards you, showing its razor sharp teeth. You must make an immediate panic roll.
Awesome.
So 11, that is, you must seek cover. So you dive behind the cart and leave Leah Davis exposed.
No. Oh.
Oh boy.
So you reduce a stress level, and Leah gains a stress level.
Cool. Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, I bet you do.
So under the weapons tab, I don't have access to it, but the cutting torch is considered a weapon also, and its card might be under there.
Okay, let me check the weapons tab. Yeah, you might be.
It says under tools the cutting torch, mechanical cutting torch. Read more under weapons.
Weapons and armor. Let's see. No, it doesn't have it under weapons. Cutting torch. Strange. Wait, maybe close combat weapons. Cutting
Oh.
torch. There it is. Yep, all show to players, show to everyone. So now you guys have access to that. Looks like its base damage is 3.
All right.
Armor piercing. Power supply 5.
Nice.
I got a power supply of 3 right now, so I guess utilitarian blowtorch. Okay. I assume it's engaged with us at this point.
It is.
All right, cool. So I guess I use my fast action is to whip out the torch and ignite it, and I'm gonna cutting torch this thing.
Okay, okay. That
I
is
guess.
that's a close combat roll with your cutting torch.
Good. Well. How?
No.
Oh, would you like to push it?
Yeah, I'm pushing it.
All right. Look at all
one-
those stress dice you're rolling.
Take
I
one point
know.
of stress, and there's no way There's no way.
This is not ending well.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Look
It
at
did end well.
that. So
That's beautiful.
So here's what. So you hit, and you can also, if you want to, there's stunts for those close combats. You can actually turn those extra hits into +1 damage. So
Let me take a look at the stunts real fast. I have to roll a power. So
Alright,
I don't
you're
lose
good.
any power, right?
Don't lose any power,
alright.
So good. All right, so let me check out the stunts here. Close combat. 1 or more point of damage. So
Oh wait, before I do that, it does have an armor rating.
This is armor piercing.
It's armor piercing, but what that means is it's half the armor. So I do have to roll. It'd be 3d6 against this, and it's not going to reduce any damage.
Nice.
You cut through the armor with the cutting torch.
We are going to. I'm going to use.
Beautiful.
I guess I can't like disarm this thing unless I literally cut its arm off. But like,
yeah, you can't really disarm it.
So I'm gonna do 2 extra points of damage, and I'm gonna do for my third. I'm gonna knock it to the ground. So I guess I'm gonna like focus a lot of the cutting torch on like one of its legs or something to try to knock it down.
Nice, yeah, of course. It begins to squeal as you kind of slash across it. It's like oozing blood everywhere.
5 damage.
Yeah, it is still up, but it's like down on the ground, like flailing about, and the tail, you're dodging the tail as this razor sharp blade on the end of it is just like zinging by your head. That's the end of the first round of that combat. Let's go back up the med lab. As you guys are,
I gotta
like-
transitions.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. The 2 battles are going on.
Wilson, as you finish your inoculation, your vaccine, you hear a thump come from that med area, that med chamber that was completely opaque with blood. Something just thumped from inside of it.
Flamethrowers up, aimed at it.
Okay.
What is in there?
All the others are just like staring at it, going. It might have been one of the infected.
Can you open it remotely?
It looks extremely damaged. I don't think we'll be able to do that. Another thump from inside.
The minute that glass breaks, Wilson is firing.
Okay. So you're basically in this game it's called Overwatch. You're taking Overwatch.
Yep.
I've got my weapon up as well, but I'm backing up into the hallway.
Staying right beside that medic. What was his name? Flynn?
Yeah.
Just staring at that.
The Flynn is slowly backing away as well.
Wilson's going to sort of take a couple quick steps back and block him from leaving the room. The code
Oh,
for the
what
vaccines.
is the status of the vaccines? Is the thing open that has the vaccines?
No, Flynn has it closed and is holding it. And then you see also Clayton, the female company agent, kind of walks over in front of Flynn as he's backing up and says, "Hey, let's get back, Flynn. Let's just get out of here." And
I would agree.
John's
I'm still trying to block him from getting out of that room until he gives over the codes.
okay. Oh,
If something happens to you, we cannot inoculate our companions. Provide the code.
Move out of the way. We need to get out of here.
and as Miller says that, the med chamber bursts open and shatters glass everywhere. And this thing jumps out and leaps closer towards Wilson, holding the flamethrower. It looks like it was once a human, but it has this strange bulbous head with translucent parts and graying flesh that seem to be almost like drooping off. It looks as if it's struggling, and as it jumps out, you notice that part of its legs are missing. It has those extended, elongated arms that, Wilson, you saw before in the hallway. The creature looks like it's spewing blood in different places and jumps out and leaps out. You are Overwatch, so I'm going to let you make a roll with your flamethrower if you'd like. But it definitely looks like it's aggressively coming towards you, Wilson.
Why not? I'll give it a shot.
Okay. And then I'm going to give you 2 initiative cards.
I'm going to see if this works, because I have, so, what am I doing here? This is ranged combat, right?
Yeah, ranged combat.
Okay. We're gone. Okay. Okay, and I still am I still considered panicked where I still have stress? I don't know how that works.
I would say no right now, because I think that
Okay.
that happened before you guys got here.
Yeah, that's from a
yeah.
while. That's
Yeah.
from I think right when we first got over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just a regular roll then. Okay, so that is ranged combat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a success.
Okay, I need you to make a panic roll first to see how this works
Lovely.
out.
Oh, wonderful.
You don't succeed because you must immediately seek cover. And
Oh,
in the
okay.
process, you're like engaging the igniter switch, and you're just blasting everywhere around with flames. And you basically drain your incinerator unit in the process.
Oh no.
1 year's left. On a separate note, it does say that fire intensity is 9,
It is, yeah. Yeah.
and
It-
I am ducking for cover behind Corpo Woman.
Okay. Behind Corpo Woman. Fantastic. You ignite her in flame. As you're holding the trigger down.
Got Corpo Highlander over here.
As her clothes immediately catch fire, and she is just being blasted by incinerator unit as Wilson dives to get out of the way of this creature. You hear scream of pain as just flames just shooting up all around her, just screaming, and you can only see like a black silhouette in the flames as she's just going with fire just all around, just running, panicking through the room, and falls over the broken med bay and seems to be just burning back there, like trying to stop, drop, and roll, but the flames are just too intense.
Damage.
What's that?
2 damage is the damage rating of the weapon.
Yeah, she's incinerated.
Oh man.
Oh, my cover.
This is playing out like a movie so well.
I was gonna say the pacing is remarkably good.
It is. The pacing is very good.
I am going to go ahead and give Wilson. You know what? I don't know how this is going to work because the initiative cards will not be new. Let me go back downstairs and resolve downstairs, and then we'll get to you guys.
Probably right hearing the screams of a woman on fire.
Right, you do hear screams as you're finishing up your.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah. So I'm gonna call on the radio to Lyran and be like, Lyran, are you with Davis? I need you to try to hold on a second. And then I hear the screams. I go running. I go run and I open the door to peek through and see what I see. And I'm assuming I see the flames.
You see, yeah, bright light of flames through windows from the med lab. It just screams and shouts of everybody, get down! Everybody get down! Get away! Just panic just happening. And then we just fast swipe downstairs with the neomorph standing, looming, or no, writhing in pain on the floor. Com, you're up for the second round. This thing
Okay.
seems to be prone, just screeching and fluttering across the floor in front of you.
I'm going to run for the elevator and over the comm to Rai. All Rai can hear is I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and Jesus Christ is only the... And I'm just doing the whole Apostles' Creed and I'm running towards the elevator and I'm like, "Get in here, Davis!" And that's
Just running into so Com gets to the elevator, shouting for Davis. You technically that was your
Yep.
fast action. You do have a slow
Okay.
action.
I will Ooh, I'll probably hit Lee if I shoot the shotgun at it. Right? Like I don't know how the range works
Hey.
with medium, and
I would say this is in range.
it's in range, but I would probably hit my friend, right?
Well, you're not sure. If you can keep it together, you might be okay.
If you panic, you might let her
I-
light her on
If you
fire.
panic, it might hit her.
I really don't know if it's effective against them or not, so I would think it would be. It's all I've got, so I'm gonna run and shoot, and hopefully, because Davis hit the armor, this will help.
Okay, you can make a ranged combat roll.
Okay. Range. I don't hit the attack button on the weapon.
Yeah, I think you can if you've already imported into your character.
I imported it in. So.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah.
Okay, no modifiers, right?
No
Or do I have-
modifiers. Nope.
Okay. No!
This game is ruthless. You gotta go ahead and make your panic roll first to see what happens here. Okay, 8. I think that's the tremble. So you start trembling uncontrollably. So now all of you have a -2 modification on all those agility, if you haven't already.
Okay. Well, I already had that, so should I have applied that already?
Oh yeah, that should have been applied, but don't worry about it now.
Okay,
So,
all right.
As you're running, you are panicking, and you just fire, and it just goes wide and just sails.
Okay.
Okay. Leah, you are still standing there as Com's just yelling for you to get to the elevator. It is the Neomorph's turn.
Oh, God. I
Um,
don't know if Lyran would have ran or not.
It.
Oh, well.
It jumps.
I did it.
It jumps to its feet. And goes ahead and just like hisses towards Davis. Go ahead, Davis. I want you to roll a d6 for me to see what the Neomorph does to you.
Oh, right. I guess.
You could just do the d6 over on the side toolbar if you want to.
Yeah.
You see the little dice on the side over
Yeah,
there,
I
the
got it.
toolbar?
I got a 5.
Oh boy,
That's not good.
that's definitely not good. So the Neomorph lunges towards your throat. I'm gonna roll 8 base dice.
Come on, failures.
2 successes. Are you wearing the suit?
I'm wearing the suit. I haven't
This,
changed out of the suit.
This does not say armor piercing, so you can roll 2 dice for your armor, or roll your armor.
So how would I do that?
You can put a 2 under armor and then just click armor, and it'll roll it for you.
Sorry.
Or you can type in /R 2d6. But, yeah.
Where is my armor? So I have 2 armor from the clothing, right?
Yes. Okay. One thing I do want to mention. There's another thing you could do here. Let me go ahead and mention this.
Sure.
Since your turn hasn't come up yet, so you still have a fast and a slow action. If you are holding something that you could block with, you can attempt to block.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
absolutely happening.
But you
what
have
would
to
it-
use a fast action to do it. So you would not have a fast action
That's fine.
on your roll.
That means you
Yeah,
can't
sure.
run away,
That's
I
fine.
think. Oh, okay.
It's not my favorite, but not immediately dying is high on my priority list right now. So.
Okay.
Now, let me double check the blocking rules here. Because I think you have to roll against to block. If you are attacked in close combat, you can choose to block this attack to avoid being... block is a fast action, and you roll for close combat. Technically, because it's the first time playing, technically you're supposed to declare that you're going to block, but since you guys didn't know the ruling on that, and this is a new game for us, I want to make sure I get that mechanic across. So, for every success that you roll... you can do some different things, like you can decrease the damage. If you decrease the damage all the way, you successfully block the attack. So you're gonna roll.
Right now my armor isn't blocking anything.
Your armor isn't gonna do it. So
yep, we're gonna block.
Jesus. You're gonna block with a heart attack.
Make a panic roll first. For me.
Elizabeth. All right.
10 on the panic is freeze.
Drop dead. Oh no.
You're frozen by fear for one round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and stress level of all PCs within short range of you increase by 1. So, Calm, looking at this, you actually increase as well.
Okay.
So you try to block, and you are frozen. And it did get 1 success. That success wouldn't matter on a freeze. So, the way Throat Bite works, it does a base damage of 1 plus these extra successes. If the attack causes damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury number 61. Even if the victim is not broken.
So here's the thing, I have a maximum of 2 health, and I think you just did 2 damage to me. I think I've been nommed to death.
I think you might have been. Where's my critical injuries chart? There should be one on here. Critical injuries table, 61. Ruptured jugular.
Oh!
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a fatal critical. -1. What does -1 mean on that? I don't know. You actually are going to survive for 1 more round. Well, oh no, you have 1 round to... somebody has 1 round to be able to stop your bleeding.
But I also lose my next slow action anyway. So
you lose your
no
next slow action, and it also says when you, since you took enough damage, it says on here that you must make another immediate panic roll.
Jesus.
Oh no.
These numbers are going the wrong way.
I know. It's like please chill.
It says the next action that you have, you must try to flee.
Well, it doesn't. So I don't have a slow or a fast action.
Yeah. So basically, you're gonna lay around for a round, and then the next round you have to try to get away.
How much? So did this do 2 health worth of damage to me?
It did do 2 health worth of damage.
So what happens when you have 0 health?
You are considered broken. It means you're basically incapacitated. You kind of mumble and crawl around like you're not dead.
Okay.
Only critical injuries kill you.
Still save Davis, right?
So I have.
There is a slight chance.
Yep.
You have 1 round.
You have 1 round to save Davis.
Yep.
All right.
As this thing jumped on top of Davis and gouges out Davis's neck, and blood just starts spraying and spewing everywhere as Davis falls to the floor, going kind of gurgling.
Nope.
The
I imagine
neomorph.
that's like on the comms as you just hear gurgling through the comms.
And I'm still going to be reciting now I've gone to the Lord's Prayer.
The neomorph then is going to use its action to... those are considered special attacks. The neomorph actually is going to grab Davis by the leg and start dragging Davis up these steps right here towards C deck. So you're like just bouncing off of what are metal steps as this neomorph is like dragging you. Blood kind of spewing. Can get like basically up to the top of that that landing because it's so fast as you're just gargling and screaming. And Davis, it would have been your turn, but you tried to block and you lost your slow action.
Yep.
Okay. Calm. What do you do?
I'm gonna run back out because I'm calm, and
Heh.
and I don't. Can I get to here?
You can get to there. It's at the top of the steps, so it's like.
Yep. I'm gonna just try to shoot it in the face.
All right, you
with
got
my
it.
shotgun.
Wait.
I know it's stupid. It's just that's my character's goal is I will die for anybody else, and I thought we'd be able to run together, and I wasn't able to.
No. Well, it might not be the end of the world.
Go ahead and roll your panic.
Oh, I should have had a -2. I should have had a -2. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't change anything though, because you rolled it on a panic die.
Yeah.
So tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. Same thing. Same panic.
I never stopped trembling. Okay.
Yeah, you're trembling this whole time as you fire the shotgun. It does hit.
Yeah. So
Shotgun
it does three
doubled,
damage,
right?
but doesn't armor doubled.
Armor
so
doubled. So I am rolling. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to type this in. 12d6.
Huh.
2 6s. The armor
Okay.
protects it.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Oh, that was my fast move. I think I actually used 2. I used the fast move and a.
You moved
think
and
I
you shot.
Probably. Okay, that is okay.
Yeah.
That is technically okay. All right. Yeah, that's it for Tom.
And you panicked, so you empty that round of shotgun shells.
Okay. I have 2 more. So
as you're just shooting up at this thing.
Okay.
I know I can't do initiatives, but I'm gonna go back upstairs because I don't want upstairs to get bored and all this. As we leave Davis bleeding and being dragged away by a neomorph down below.